Hey everybody, it is the weekend. We are rolling in. Well, we're not even rolling in the weekend. We are already in the weekend, honey. It is Friday, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Buy one, get one free time. Yes, indeed. It is buy one, get one free. It is the weekend. Some people living for the weekend. Some people living for going in the weekend. Some people rolling out of the weekend. Whatever the case is, it is Friday, Saturday, whatever. Buy one, get one free day. Yes, we love a good price. We love a good. Listen, we as ladies, give us a good sale. Men, we don't know about you. I can only speak for us. We love ourselves a good sales, honey. We get into the store right about now. We're looking for a good sale price, whatever the case is. But let me tell you something. Hey, if you are sitting here with a dollar or two, or tonight gonna be your night. Tonight, yep. I'm going to tell you. Tonight gonna be your night. I'm going to tell you right now. So if you got $0, tonight is your night. If you got $2, tonight is your night. Because tonight we're rolling in some natural business. Yes. We are rolling in tonight on the Question Live Show, honey. Listen, don't you worry. If you got paid today, that's good. If you got paid today, that's good. If you're getting paid next week, that's good too. Either way you look at it, today is your day. We are going to roll on into this show. You see, this show is called the Question Live Show, and I might ask you, how much money do you have to spend tonight? We're not selling, but I'm just saying, how much money do you have to spend tonight? Did you get paid? If you got paid, you might want to take out a dollar or two in tonight's episode. Yes, indeed, because tonight we are going to celebrate. And you know how I get really excited when I see somebody accomplish something. Lord of mercy knows. I try to tell you, I support the people, honey. I do. I support the people because I try to tell you, if you got a story, you got to work, you got work in progress, come on in so we could work together, because I get excited when I see somebody accomplishing something. Oh, Lord. I try to contain myself sometimes, but it don't work. Absolutely not. No, it don't. So welcome to the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown. Of course, that is more. Yes, that is more. So welcome. Now listen to me. If this is your first time tuning in, I want to say to you, welcome to this show. If you never heard of the Question Live Show before, never heard of Verona Willis-Brown, never heard of the All You Freedom platform, well, tonight is your night. That you are in a good place. You are in a safe place. You are in non-judgmental place. You are just in this family, and we welcome you, honey. So let us roll right into, because we got a long weekend rolling in here. So let's roll right into it. Listen, if this is your first time, never heard of us before, first time, I want to say to you, welcome. I want to say welcome to you. So put over in the comment section that it is your first time. Wave to us. Type in your name. Say first timers, whatever the case is that you got to do. Put it over there so we can acknowledge you. You see, when I acknowledge you, that's a whole different ball game. Because you see, we want to be acknowledged. We want to be celebrated. We want to be acknowledged. We want to be seen. So if this is your first time, I want to welcome you. And no, if this is not your first time, maybe it's your second, third, fourth, whatever the amount of time after first, simple means you are a returning audience. And if you are a returning audience, darling, I want to say to you, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. Now, if you are a returning audience, this does not go for you. This goes for the new people, which are called the newbies. Newbies. You are the one that just tuned in for the first time. You never heard of us. So I want to say for you to come on in, because this time is for you. If you are watching this show, you put your name in the comment section, you wave to me, you acknowledge, you be here, and I see you and I acknowledge you. How do I acknowledge you? By spotlighting your name on the screen. If I spotlight your name on the screen, I spotlight your name on the screen. Simply mean you are in the live audience. Yes. And if you are in the live audience, all I ask you to do is to just go over there, right there. You see that share button, click that share button and invite somebody else to come on in the room and dine with us. Yes, indeed. Come on in and dine with us. You see, let me tell you something about the live. You see, the live is like getting fresh food that just come off the stove or out the oven, the one that your mama cook or maybe your granny or somebody cook it, and know it is your favorite meal. And if it's your favorite meal, you would like to share that with somebody. You see, subconsciously, we share. We do share. We share with the rat, the roach, hello, the fly, the birds, the worm, anybody, even the people who you don't think. You share. Okay, so share. My mama told me it's always good to share my food. Share your food, share your food. So whether you share one rice grain, a beans, a piece of chicken, whatever it is, just share. Now, if you are watching this and I don't spotlight your name on the screen, most likely you. Yes, you are watching the replay. And if you're watching the replay, all I ask you to do is do the same thing. Go over there in the middle. You are seeing the share button. When you see that share button, click that share button. Invite somebody else to come on in and dine with you. You see, sometimes it's just not good to eat alone. You want somebody to share the food with and to have a little conversation. You know what I'm saying? So you want to share that as well. Now, when you are doing that, the reason why I said it, because you see, when you are watching the replay, I actually just hashtag replay in the comment section as well. Hashtag replay, let us know what is it that you learn here. Because you see, this is a teaching platform. This is a teaching platform. But let me tell you something about replay. Replay is like getting leftover food. And some leftover food do taste good. Yummy. Yes, it's like the food is cooking twice. So it's like twice as nice. So we will like to have that nice tasting food going and share with somebody. Yes, indeed. But let me tell you something. You see here, this is a teaching platform. This is a learning platform. This is an educational platform. So whether you are out there educationally and physically, whatever case is, all the alleys, come on in here. Come on in, because you see what happened? We are students and teachers at the same time. And because we are students and the teachers at the same time, we have the same intention, and that is to learn, to teach, and to grow. Because everything that we learn, we must have the intention to teach it to somebody else. Yes, indeed, it's a form of support. So yes, might as well you share that as well. Now, with that said, let us go into rule Oh, well, yes, we do have, listen, newbies, let me tell you, we do have rules here, okay? That was the rule number one that I went over and didn't tell you that we have rules. Yeah, rules. We got 5 rules here, five. That was one to share. Rule number two is grab yourself something to write with, whether it is a pen, a pencil, or marker, a crayon, color pencil, whatever it is. It could be a piece of feather. If it's a piece of feather, you need some paint, some ink to dip it in and to scrabble away. Where? On a notebook or a piece of paper. Now, if you don't have that, you're going to go on your electronic device and you are going to look for a blank page. And that blank page is saying that you are going to take some notes in there, because there's a notepad section in there. You're going to utilize it. That's why they created it. You're going to find it. You're going to write in there, take your notes in there, and all that good stuff. If you don't have that, or if you do have that and you have another one called your cell phone, you're going to go in there and do the same thing. Scroll on into your cell phone, find a blank page in there, and go on in there and utilize it. Now, if you don't see a blank page, what you're going to do, you're going to go open your cell phone, do like that, go in there, and you are going to text back to yourself. Text back to yourself. Yes, indeed. Text back to yourself. And when you text back to yourself, you will see. You see, there's a reason why I said to write things down. Listen to me. You must be asking why are you telling us to write things down and text back things to yourself? Good question. What I am saying to you see, it goes like this. When you write things down, it is very important that you write things down. Very, very important that you write things down. When you write things down, you are extracting the very thoughts out of your head, You're extracting the very thoughts out of your head and you're putting them on paper. And those paper, the words on the paper, they're looking back at you because they become reality. And you can't run away from reality. Reality is just everywhere. So when you write one word down, one word equal to a sentence, and a sentence equals sentences and sentences. And those sentences pile up to paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. And those paragraphs can just equal out to pages, pages and pages and pages and pages. And then you know what? You, as a result of all of that, you might just end up with a book. Yes. And not only a book, you might just become a published author, the next published author. Yes. And I will be celebrating you. So, Right, it is the right thing to write. Yes, get those writing, get those stories out of your head. You see, when we as a writer, we like to write our own story and we attempt to write yours. But it's not as effective as you writing your own story. Why? Because we all got a story deep inside of us. And I'm here to encourage you to extract those stories and bring them to surface. Why? Because it might just be a strategic way for somebody to get through something. It might just be a strategic way to add on to somebody's strength and bonus and courage. It might just be a solution to somebody to roll on through to some circumstances and situation. So I encourage you to write things down, honey. Well, if you don't want to publish your story, that's fine. But just extract it out of your system so it don't strangulate your gifts and your talent. And this very day and this very time, we don't want no strangulation, honey. So I encourage you to write things out of your system. Now, when we talk about solution, let us go to the other rule. The other rule is, oh, mine is heavy. Grab yourself something to drink. Whether it is water, wine, tea, juice, soda, popsicle, whatever it could be, some shake, some smoothie, porridge, soup, broth, whatever is it that you drink, by all means, go ahead and drink it. And just put in the comment section that you are drinking something. I don't know, man. Listen, it's the weekend. You might not want to tell me that whatever you're drinking, and that's fine by me. You don't gotta tell me what is it that you're drinking, but whatever it is that you're drinking, that's fine. Go ahead and drink it. You see, the reason why I tell you to put that you are drinking something is because here on the Question Live Show, we like to celebrate. Whether it is your small win or your big win, we like to celebrate you. When we celebrate each other, it is a form of support. And that is the reason why we are here, to support each other, because the more we support each other, the stronger we will be. And together we are stronger. But when we are weaker, we are so far apart, honey. So let us not work over there. Let us not work apart. Let us work together. Yes, indeed. Bring it in. Let us work together. When we work together, you will see that is a better place. So we would like for you to raise whatever you are drinking from, whether it is a bottle, a glass, a bowl, a spoon, whatever you're drinking from, please come on in and raise it up as I celebrate you. Yes. Me, even though I mentioned all those things that you might be drinking, I like to recommend that you drink water. Yes, indeed, drink water for a couple of reasons. Water quenches the thirst, it flushes the body of toxins, and it flourishes the skin. Yes, indeed. And let me tell you something about water. See, I met someone and I heard the story of a man who went in somebody's wedding and they had no more wine. They had no more wine, but they wanted some wine at their wedding, because you know you got a wedding, you want to have something. And he went up in there and they ran out of wine, honey. And it's like, oh, don't you worry about that. Do you have water? And they're like, yeah, we do. I'm like, bring me the water. And they brought him the water. And honey, what he did? He turned the water into wine. Hello? I like the man. The man turned water into wine. So, honey, I like to show up with my water. Yes, indeed. But listen, I get up every day expecting a miracle. So if you're not expecting your water to turn into wine, that's fine. But always have an expectation of getting a miracle. Yes, high expectation. I like to have miracles. So I like the man who turned water into wine. Yes, indeed. The man is good. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a little wine. Wine is good for you. Sometimes you need a little wine. And the red wine is good for you. I'm not a doctor, but I know a thing or two. Drink up your red wine, honey. Yes, indeed. So with that said, with all that drinking, here's the next rule. If you need to use the bathroom, whether it's to the right, to the left, wherever your bathroom is located, please go and come right back and grab your seat. Why? Because your seat is reserved. Yes, it is. Your seat is reserved with your name on it. But not only your name, it is your intention, your expectation, your goals, your gifts, your talent, your purpose, and your destiny. It is on that seat. But if you choose to give up your seat, you're giving up your birthright. We're not in the business of giving up birthright. No, darling. No. We're not in the business of doing that. So let me tell you something. Don't give up nothing. No. Ladies, you know, everywhere we go, there's always a line to our bathroom. So if you're outside right now and you're watching me, and there is a line because you're standing in it, just excuse yourself. I'm like, excuse me, can I use the bathroom? Use the other bathroom, and then you're going to come right back. And then you're going to come. And if you get here, you don't see your seat, don't worry, nobody took your seat. Nobody took your seat because nobody can take your seat. You just stand in position and you look. Stand in position and pay attention. Yes, indeed. Let me tell you something. There's always a position for you to fill, darling. Yes, indeed. There's always a position for you to fill. Because why? Everyone got a position. And whether you are the prime minister, the president, the vice president, the mayor, the governor, teacher, student, whatever you are, we are all on this journey called success. Yes, we are all on this journey called success. And because we're all on this journey called success, let me tell you something. Nobody can succeed by themselves. No. Nobody can succeed by themselves. Therefore, I ask you to come on in and let us work together. Forget all that competition stuff over there. Let us work together. When we work together, you see how much we will replenish the earth. So come on in, come on in, come on in. Yes, indeed. Now let us go on to the next. You see, let me tell you something. Let's go on to the next rule. Tiny rule like this one. It says that if I say something here on the show and it resonates with you, please type in the comment section, yes. Yes, it simply means that you are lining up with the conversation. We are in this together. You're like, Verona, I got you, girl. We're in this together. We are working together. And it is a solid proof that this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue. And that is a conversation between you and I. So when I look over there and I see yes, it is saying, we're holding a conversation. Yes. So let me go on over here. Let me tell you something. I'm going to excuse myself. I am going to go into the audience. I'm going to welcome those who are in the audience because tonight we got a thing going on. Yes, we do. We got some celebration to do tonight. Well, let me tell you something. Anyone who went to the bathroom and they're taking a long time, honey, that's not my risk. No, that's none of my business. If they're taking a long time, what happened here? Life don't wait for nobody. Life show up. Life knock you down. Life pick you up. Whatever the case is, we gotta roll with life. We gotta roll with life. Okay, life's not waiting on us. Hey, we wait. This is a call waiting. No, life is not calling and say this is a call waiting. No. Life is here. Take it or leave it. Whatever. What life ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere either. So let's work together. Another reason why I want to tell you something. You see, when I ask you to drink something, I'm just saying. Drink on my behalf because as you can see, I am back here doing all the talking and I want you to drink on my behalf because I don't want to take no sip on my water and go on in the bathroom and leave you stranded. No. So, with that said, I just want to say, tonight we are going to have a show. And if I mentioned earlier, if you got paid today, that's good. If you didn't get paid today, that's good too. It's very important that we understand this. That support each other don't mean only money. Support means that we show it up and we're taking action. Showing up and we are saying, girl, I got you. That's what support simple means. Okay? So your paycheck, you don't have a paycheck, that's fine. Because tonight we are going to support a sister. We are going to support a sister. That's what I'm talking about. So let me go up in the audience. I see Theta. Theta is back in the show. Theta, welcome back. Theta got a VIP ticket, honey. Let me tell you that right now. Theta got a VIP ticket. Theta is up front with her VIP ticket. She's in the front row and she's like, listen to me. I am back. Okay? I'm back. I'm here to rumble. I'm here to support. I'm here taking action. And that is how we do. So with that said, welcome, Theta. Welcome. How are you? I am doing fantastically, fabulously well. Yes, indeed. I am excited. I'm excited for our guest tonight. We have a guest tonight, and I'm excited. You know me, I get real excited, but I'm more excited for our guest that's coming up tonight because listen here. Listen here. Tita says she got her notepad and her pencil and she went to the bathroom and had her water and she's ready to rumble. So with that said, we gonna follow Tita, honey, and we gonna rumble right into tonight. Yes, indeed. Because tonight our guest is coming on up. And let me excuse myself and bring on our guest tonight, my sister, your sister, our sister. Hello. Our guest for tonight is Chandra. My sister, how are you?
I am doing awesome.
You're doing awesome.
Awesome. I'm doing awesome.
Yes.
Today is a great day.
Today, I like it. I like it. Today is a great day because you got greatness in you. Everything about you is great because we operate here from the inside out. And if greatness is in you, honey, I'll try to tell you everything is great around you. So listen,
Awesome.
before we go into anything, I'm just going to give you a space to introduce yourself. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Tell us a little bit about who you are. Go right on.
Hello, I am Chandra. My full name is Chandra Wembley Franklin, and I am coming to you live from Avondale, Arizona. I am a first time author, and I am a part of a project called I Am Natural Woman Claiming Every Part of Me Anthology, where the visionary was Martha Du Bois. But what I do also is I have my own business, Indigo Professional Services, where I provide administrative assistance services. And I am here in Arizona with my husband, Joe, and we have three amazing kids, Terrence, Joshua, Courtney, and our wonderful grandson, Alexander. And for them is why I do what I do. And I thank you so much for having me here. I'm very grateful for, inviting me to the show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you are very much welcome, sister. Woo! Before I do that, I see Paula Shona. Paula, welcome, welcome. Paula got a VIP ticket too. She's up front. She's in the front row. She's right here in the front row. Welcome. Paula is in the front row. Listen to me, newbies. Let me tell before we go into your sister. Newbies, let me tell you something. I like when newbies come on in because they're like new babies. New babies come on in and we get excited when we have a new baby. And when we have a new hairstyle, new clothes, new bag, new something, we get excited, honey. When we see a new sale, we get excited. So newbies, let me tell you something. Come on in and wave to us. Don't feel some way shy that you're not present. We like when you come in and you're present. So come on in and wave to us so we could see you and acknowledge you. I mean, something I do get shy to say. If you want to be shy, that's fine. That's fine. We don't have no judgment up in here. So that's fine. So yeah. Listen. Oh boy, I don't even know where to start here because tonight is excited. People, y'all know I get real excited up in here. But listen, if y'all heard when the sister just introduced herself, I heard something in there. She said, woo, let me get my cheerleading stuff ready. Cause y'all, see, I try to tell you, if y'all conscious, listen, we celebrate up in here. Whether it's your birthday, your anniversary, you become first time published author, your child went to school, you develop yourself, all that good stuff, your country celebrating something, your culture celebrating something. We like to celebrate up in here. We all about celebration up in here. So let me tell you, I heard somebody say that they're her first time. Listen, we got you. Yes, indeed, sis. Welcome to the author's world.
Thank you.
Listen, this is your space, honey. This is your space. And this is your space that said if you want to cry. Look, I ain't got no tissue here.
I've already been crying.
Look, I ain't got no tissue up in here, but listen, I might send a virtual tissue to you. I might send a virtual tissue over there. Cry if you want. Drink something if you want. I'll listen. My bottle right here. So, by all means, congratulations. Hello,
Thank you.
somebody. Hello,
Thank you.
Martha.
Thank
Martha.
you.
Hello, girl. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, that is what we do up in here. We celebrate up in here, honey. This is a space where we say, "Come on in here." Welcome to the author's world.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
my Lord. Yes,
Thank you.
indeed. Yes, indeed. I try to tell you. Yeah, thank you that you supported and promote. Or the SP. Yes, I love it. I love when first time authors come on in the room and I see him. I would like to say hello again to Martha over there. Yes, indeed. The visionary of I Am Natural Woman.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Yes.
The visionaries in the house.
Yes.
Hey, all right. Bonjour. Hey, right now, that is
Oof.
what I'm talking about. Sis, take a moment and breathe.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, take a moment and breathe. This is your moment. Bonjour. Yes. Take a moment. I'm going to listen. Hold on, because this show, this is Friday now. This is Friday and Saturday for some people. Hello, here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I guess it's just all hitting at once. But I
The,
thank you so much
we,
for I thank you. Thank you for showing thank you for being here, Martha. Thank you. Thank you again for
uh,
having me on the
you,
show.
you
And
can
I
go.
hope we can get through it. I hope we
You
can
won't
get
get to
through
it because
it.
I'm lending you my fan. This fan is very
Yeah.
expensive.
Look, I
Listen,
did
honey.
turn the fan on as well on me just to
Now,
kind of
I'm sharing my fan with you, honey. I share my fan with you. Okay, so we're gonna get through this.
thank you. Thank you. All
Audience,
right.
let me tell you. Audience, let me tell you. Yes, yes, congratulations. Let me tell you, audience, the reason why today is very special. Today is very, very special. Today is October 27th. My sister right here, Queen Sister right here. Queen Sister just gave birth to her baby book. Hi. She just gave birth to her baby book. And this is a moment. This is where we're not in the delivery room. We gave birth already. We recovering. We're recovering. We're in the recovery room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we're in the
Yeah.
recovery room. So because we're in the recovery room, this is the moment where all the nurses and the doctors coming in like, "Hey, girl, how you feeling? Wake up. How you feeling? How you feeling?" So tell us how you feeling.
I am feeling a bundle of emotions, so many of them. Joy, there's a release. Um, I, the first release took place when I hit send, when I started writing. The third one took place probably when I hit send to Martha. Um, and I guess today is that additional release because I told my husband today, I was like, wait, wait, what did I write? Like, what did I write? And he was like, you know what you wrote. You can go back and look at it. I said, no, I didn't. After I hit sent, I didn't look at it again.
No.
And so I feel new in this space. I'm very grateful to Miss Martha because she made it very easy for me to walk through this. I've always known that I was supposed to write books. God has given me 6 titles. I never knew what the seventh one was. And this is it. I Am Natural Woman. This is the first book. Um, I don't know when the other will come out, whenever they will, but the fact that the first step was made and how it was made, Miss Martha helped to usher that through me. And I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity to even be here with you and talk. I've been the person that helped support others and I don't even know. This feeling that I have, I can't express it in
I
words.
understand.
And it's like a bottle neck of things that just want to shake up and is ready to explode. So
Yeah.
I thank you. I thank you for allowing me to cry in this moment,
Yes, please.
just to be present in this moment, to actually know that something that was within you has come out
Yeah,
is a beautiful thing. I mean, you don't always have to release it in a book form. It can be released
yeah.
privately, but this I had a story to tell, and I'm grateful that is out.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm grateful. Very,
As
very grateful.
as mothers, um, Nadu sis, welcome. No, no, no. It's not that I'm sharing my fan with the sister right here. You see what I'm saying? I share. I talk about sharing is not just caring. We hear this all the time. Sharing and caring is a part of our DNA, and that is what the world needs. The world needs people to share, and the world needs people to care. And I do care about welcoming
Yes.
you to the author's world. So because she's
Thank
not
you.
next to me in the studio, I have to share my fan with her virtually. Yes, indeed. That's
Thank
the
you.
reason why I am using my fan here today. So my
Thank
goodness,
you.
as mothers, as natural mothers, you got three sons and one grandson. So you got four
Now I
boys.
have two sons and a daughter.
Oh, so two sons. Okay, so
And
see,
one,
so you're a
yes.
natural mother. You're a natural mother. You gave birth to three children, so then and a grandchild. So that's four. That's four children. You
Oh
got,
yeah.
you got four
Yes.
babies.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And
So
this
that
right
is
here.
what it is. It's the
It
same.
was
It's the
oof.
same space. It's the same space, honey. That's why I'm giving you space. That's why I'm giving you the space right here. It's the same space as you knowing that inside of you, you are carrying a life. A book
Yes.
is a life. I encourage my audience all the time. Extract those stories out. Get them out of your system because they strangulate our gifts and our talent. And when we get strangulation, that's got enough oxygen, baby. That's not got enough oxygen. So let me tell you, is the same the feeling that you are experiencing right now? That's why I'm giving you a moment. I'm giving you a moment, baby. I'm saying I'm giving you a moment, sis. Take your moment, breathe out, and exhale all of that because just the same way you gave birth to your children is the same experience, is the same thing. You carry that baby in your womb. A book is a baby. I say this all the time. When I talk to other people, I said, your book is a baby. You got to treat it as if it's a natural baby. It is a baby. Your story is a baby. It's a
Yes.
baby. And today, you release,
I
you
release.
gave birth
Yes.
to
Yes.
a baby.
Yes.
So when you
Yes.
give birth, you're not just gonna like get up and jumping and like dancing and doing all that stuff. You're gonna like, hey, I'm recovering. I'm recovering. Like, Chandra, you all right? No, I'm recovering. Where's the baby? The baby. I'm recovering. You're in recovery right now. You're in recovery right now. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
You know
Understood.
what I'm saying? So don't
Understood.
try to do anything extra. You know what I'm saying? Just bring out the emotions. It's okay. Release your emotion. Like,
Thank
oh
you.
my God, I just gave birth to a baby. Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
So
Thank you so
congratulations to
much.
you and your husband.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Congratulations to you and your husband. Like, yeah, we got a new baby.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we
And,
got a new
and, and it
baby.
was, yes, because he had to, as I labored at night writing loud music, whatever, he was like, okay, baby, whatever you got to do, just try to get you some rest. He encouraged me. He supported me. He he was my sounding board even when as I was writing whatever the emotions that I was going through. He was there, and you're so right. This is his baby too because he was with me every step of the way. Um and along with Miss Martha and my other co-authors as well, getting to know these beautiful women that I helped to co-write our own story, tell our stories, um, but getting to know them and getting to share, and we were very transparent, and just the realness of the even the process of getting to this is was amazing, and I'm very grateful.
You see,
Very grateful.
when we take a step is better than no step at all.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
A step is
Yes.
better than no step. And your first step is like, I got a story inside of me. You acknowledge that you got a story. You
Mhm.
acknowledge that you got to get the story out. You acknowledge that,
Mhm.
hey, I need help. Asking for
Yes.
help is not weak. Asking for help is
No.
strength. It's strength. I need help
Yes.
to get this baby out because I got to feed this baby. The baby is growing inside of me. I can't hold this baby no longer. Baby overdue.
No longer. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Uh huh.
Absolutely. Didn't
Baby was.
even know that it was overdue, but baby, when it started coming, and oh yes,
They're like,
that is
excuse me,
such
miss,
yes.
your baby's overdue. Oh, we gotta do emergency C-section up in here. Like we gotta do something with this baby. This baby gotta come out of you right now, or unless the baby gonna like getting too big, a whole person.
Absolutely.
So audience, let me tell you something. I want to say this about this baby. I want to talk about this baby for a second. Audience, I want to tell you because this baby born today, because I want to talk because Lord, I get so excited. Lord have mercy. I get so excited. Sometimes I have to try to control myself. I can't even sip my water. I get so excited. Audience, let me tell you right now. I said if you didn't get paid today, that's fine. If you got paid today, that's fine too. Because Queen right here, her baby is on Amazon. Uh-huh. I go and tell it, sis. I go and tell it. Her baby, that's why we got the space here. That's why we got the space here. Her baby is on Amazon. Okay? Her baby is over there. And her baby is at $0.00. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
For
New baby.
now, temporary,
Wait,
temporary, because
wait,
I
no,
real
sis, I got you, sis. I
yeah,
got you. I got
got
you.
you. All
Let
right.
me tell you
Okay.
the reason why I am stating that her baby is on Amazon at $0.00 because it's in the ebook. I said because it's brand new. It's a new baby. It's a new baby. So I would like to encourage you viewers to go on over to Amazon. Go on over there. Click the link over there. I'm gonna see if I can get the link in the chat. I think you can put the link in the chat. Try to put the link over there in the chat. Go on over to
Okay.
Amazon right now, and you go to the brand new newborn baby over there that's cuddling up over there at $0.00. Because when you go over there, you click that, it just saying that, girl, we looking at your baby. We see your baby right here. So put the link in the chat over
And
there.
please give us a review. Yeah.
And when you do that, I think you can put it in. I think you can put the link in the regular comment section. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can put it in the regular comments. You can put it in the comment section. You can put it over there. Yeah, put it over there. Because we're going to talk about your book. We're going to talk about this section. So put it in there.
Okay.
Put it in the comment section, and then people, please click that link. Click that link. It's over there. So we all could look at the new baby over there. Right now, she's at $0.00 on ebook. Ebook, the rest of stuff we take care of another time. Right now, we're doing ebook. She brand new. So anyone, Martha, darling, if you have the link, you can put it as well in the chat. So if you have the link, please put it in the chat so they can click that link and go over there and look at that new baby. Hello, Dot. Hello. Welcome. Hello. So Martha, darling, if you have the link to that ebook, put it in the comment section so we can click that link and then we can see the new baby. I have a picture of the new baby for those of you who, because we're going to talk about your story.
Okay.
We're going to talk about your story. So let's find out. This is what the baby look like now, people. This is what the baby look like. This is what the baby look like. If you go over in Amazon in the ebook, you go and see this baby right here. You see that? The caterpillar and the butterfly having a whole conversation going on right there. Talk to us, sis. Tell us what was your story in that book.
My story was
Because you said it was
basically
a collaboration.
talking about how I yes,
Go
and
ahead.
each of us tell our own stories in the book. My story, um, and we all of our stories have goes back to the basic premise of we may have been trying to fake it till we make it, and realizing that that really wasn't the reality of life. We came into terms with understanding that something clicked in life where, for me, my story was about me being a young mother and realizing that I needed to take, when you grow up, you're this person, you're all of these things. And but I was a young mom, and the world or society or people were trying to put on me a label because I was a young mother, a high school mother. But none of those things were things that I knew I was. I knew I wasn't any of those things. I was something else. And so I had to start taking back what that was, not knowing way back then that that's what I was doing, when I was continuing to press no matter what was happening in life. And so that's basically what the premise of all of our stories talk about, how you're met with life challenges and how you defeat them or overcome them, and the ways that you do it. Whereas the elements of life, how water can be cleansing, but it's adaptable. It helps you to adapt. How fire sometimes comes in and it purifies things, readying you for the next step. How the earth is the stabilizer in some places, but sometimes the earth has to be broken up to make space for new. Like, when they say that word, like a rose grows in concrete.
Yes.
Think about what we think about what that means and the concept of it, and we see it because it's possible. That means no matter what, despite the odds, it happens. So that's what this anthology is about. It's about natural woman. For me, my term of what I felt a natural woman was about a person, a child, a woman, um, taking off the coat, taking off all of the labels that other people want to put on you, and gaining yourself, coming into, you're naturally who you are because of your environment and the DNA, but you also become something. You have to become those things that are placed distinctly within you, that God gave you, that God said, this is who I created you to be. And we don't always get to shine in that light. And so as a natural woman, I believe that you use all of the things that come before you, and you either grow from them or you stand still. And in this book, I tell about a story how I didn't know I was standing still, but I didn't. I may have thought I was standing still, I may have thought I was stuck, but I was pressing through. And how I used whatever tools that I had to press through to get to the other side. One, to get to this place where my book, I'm talking to you about a book that I birthed. Um, and in order for that to take place, life had to happen. And so, that's what this book is about. It's stories from each of the women that are personal, that are transparent, that are very um, specific to each of us, whatever that story, whatever their story may be. My story, like I said, in particular, it starts at, well, how I'm evolving to be that woman that I should become. I didn't always knew I even needed to claim her. That's first and foremost. I didn't
Right.
know that. I
Right.
didn't know I needed to stand up in my own and say, I am who God said I
Who
am,
God
first and
says.
foremost. I am who because you love your parents and you listen to what your parents say, your grandparents. I have a very strong village, and I didn't know always that, even though they love me dearly, that some of what they wanted for me was not always what God wanted for me. And that's a hard battle to come up against, because your family loves you and you know that. But sometimes you gotta not close your ears to that, but you got to make sure that you're getting what God wants for you. Sometimes it's not what the people want for you. And it doesn't always feel good when you get to that place. But when you get to that place and you own that, what it looks like is the things that you and God have already talked about. It starts showing up, like writing the book, like I'm doing film now, like back into photography, like all of those things that God and I had conversations about long time ago. But they're actually happening as they should now, because I said I had to say no to some things and to some people, and I had to say yes to what God said to me. And my story tells that.
And you know what? I'm listening to you, and inside of me, I just want to just shout, right? I just want to shout. I just want to shout because I just want to shout because I'm listening to you and I'm hearing you. And somewhere in that conversation, I'm like, God, yeah, God got a thing. God, me and God got a thing going on, right? But
Yeah.
this is we got a thing going on, and I'm like, all right, I hear you.
I,
Oftentimes, what we do, we tend to go along with somebody else's opinion. We tend to
mhm.
want to please people. We tend to want to please the family, the village, the community, society, right? We tend to want to
Yes.
please so many people. And then what happens? When we are pleasing somebody, we are diminishing who God says we really are,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And we should come to a point and you answer the question. And this is why me and God have a thing going on because you answer the question before I even ask you the question. You and I'm trying to get to answer the question, but you just kind of like answer the question. I'm like, all right, she just answered the question before I answer the question, and this is why I'm like, God, you got a thing going on right up in here, up in here. That's why I work with God. That's why I work with God. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But somewhere along the line in our life, we tend to want to please, especially the family. We want to do things because
Yes.
the family says so. We want to carry the family name. We want to like, oh, the family this come from generation. We got to do that. Okay. God placed you in a specific family, but God is saying you're individual. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You are individual. And when we are individual, we got to unveil the mask of what society says we are.
Yes.
We got to
Yes.
take off that mask and just somebody just put that fake it to make it is incorrect. We will not fake anything until we make anything.
And that's
Absolutely not. Because if I am making you a cake, I cannot fake making the cake. I just got to make the cake.
yeah. That
How
was
am I going to
exactly
fake making
that's
you a cake?
exactly it. Yeah. Exactly. And then for I mean, that's what we've been told. That's a phrase that we've been told, fake it till you make it. But the reality of it was is that even all of us that have put this that have written our stories for this particular anthology is that we realize we heard those words, but those are not
Before.
when we came to the terms and realizing that's not life, that's not living, that's surviving. That's just you know what I'm saying? It's not living the life we really
No.
want to live and the life that God called us to live. None of that's not it's not faking it till you make it. Until we in this book, what we've all come to terms with is that that may have been how we were getting by. But until some things happened, until some things had to blow up, until some things had to be flooded, until some things had to be flushed out, until the earth had to break up and say, hey, you are not on stable ground, this is not good for you, you have to do differently, until life caused us to pivot, and we realized faking it till you make it was not it. And that's the story that we tell. Most of us have heard that for a long time.
Yes.
Or we didn't hear it in that way. Let's say we didn't hear it that way. We may have heard other things. We may have heard um another phrase, or just keep going until you get there, or whatever the journey that they gave us. But the truth is that um early on, I really knew what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. But I had some life turns. I became a young mom, and becoming a young mom, my family was incredibly supportive of me, and they loved me, and they continue to love and support me through it. But when I went out into the world, there were people who wanted to put labels on me, and the labels oh, you're a teenage mom,
You're a
you'll be
teenage
nothing,
mom.
you won't graduate. What? What are you talking about? I'm working already. I'm working in a radio station. I'm in high school, you know what I'm saying? And that was my dream. You understand, that was part of my dream. And the fact that adults were saying this to me, and I kept saying, no, that's not true. but I didn't know how to find the voice to come out and say it. But along the way, I kept doing it. I kept doing it, and eventually, the truth is that I got to that place, and that's who a natural woman is. She uses what life gives her. She does not want to take on that tone of fake it till you make it. That's not what she wants. She breaks down that and she becomes the person that God is calling her to be, that we all need to be. We found our voice, and we each of us began to claim the part of who we are. I
Yes.
started claiming me, my claiming Chandra is different. And I still feel that it is evolving, because even sitting here today, when in backstage just waiting and talking to you, I had that moment where it was like,
Yeah.
this is real.
Yeah.
I had that moment earlier today with Martha. This is real.
Yes.
This is, and it's like, even though it is real, there's still a surrealness about it. But because I did decide to claim her, that's why I'm here. And yes, all of those things, many levels, many, yes, 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 all of the
Yes.
things that they're saying, um, that all of them are saying. And it is like, for me, coming into who I am, when I had to write the first question, answer the first question of like, when did I start to claim me? I didn't
Yes.
even know I
That you
had
didn't
to
claim
claim
yourself.
me.
You're
Exactly,
like,
exactly.
I always claim me. No.
Yes, yes,
we
yes, yes,
you
yes.
see, I call those the imposter syndrome.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that sometimes some of us, we all suffer from
Yeah.
unknowingly. And there are times where there
Subconsciously
are
we
things,
do.
yes, subconsciously we do. And I mean, there are many, even as I was writing this book, and Martha, one of the things she was like, she sent us, I am an author. I had a post-it note. It may not show up, that says, I am an author of my story. The things that, when she said, you all are authors, if we were first time authors in this, because I think some of the ladies are not. But the thing was, claiming that, just speaking, I am an author, I am an author. At first, when she was telling us to say that, I was like, oh, I was like, I don't know. Even
Nah.
so now that I am saying these things, now that I am speaking those things, now that I can, even through the writing, it got me to this place of where I am today. And I'm not alone in it. That's our stories. Each of our stories are individual and personal, but it all comes back to how we use the elements to say that, like water cleanse, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
water can,
Yes.
you can adapt and flow. Because for a minute, I probably did adapt and flow to
Right.
whatever others
And
were
most of
saying,
us.
until something else happened that said, you can't do that anymore. And so that's what the collection of stories are about. Each of us, it starts out with, you fake it till you make it. And because many of us did do that, because we were told that by our mentors, our parents, because that was a term, you know what I'm saying? Just keep
Yes.
going.
Yes.
But the
Yes.
truth is, the
I
reality
keep
of it
going.
is that we can't subscribe to that. And we can't subscribe to that. I also have come to learn, you can't subscribe to fake it till you make it if you're going to have faith.
There you go. That part. That
If you're
part.
going to have faith, then the faith, even though there may be days it's mustard seed size, other days it's bigger, because it can't stay mustard seed
No,
every day,
no, no,
because
no,
then,
ma'am.
so that's the part where all of this for me comes together. And for each of the ladies in the book, we all share our stories of how we came to know, name to walk, yeah, exactly, where we walk in our authority. Exactly,
Yep, yeah,
exactly.
that part, right, yeah, that part, that part, yeah, yes, queen,
That part
that
where we
part right
walk in
there.
our, when we
Because
walk
you
in
know
it, we
what happened?
stand in it. Yeah.
God, and I said this couple of episode back in my show, God gave us dominion. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? We got to understand that language. God gave
Yeah.
us dominion, and when He gave us
Yes.
dominion, what He's saying, I give you the authority to operate from the greatness that I put inside your DNA. He's not
Yes.
saying to
Yes.
take dominion to bully nobody. He said, I gave you the authority, the permission to declare, to decree, to put together that which I already gave you. The
Yes, absolutely.
caterpillar, the butterfly, hey, the little caterpillar that's going about his business. And the butterfly is like, hey, we gonna make this happen. Let's go. And
And
all
that
of a
that
sudden,
that's yes, yes.
all
And
of a
that's
sudden,
really a good metaphor for claiming every part of me, because you start out in that as a butterfly in that little cocoon where you wrapped up your community, your family, the people that you know, your school, your education,
yeah,
whatever it is. And in order for you to, the caterpillar, my grandson and I raised one. They gorge on food in that cocoon session, which means you take in, you take in, you take in, but eventually they shed it and like they come out this beautiful species. And so I really believe that, you know, as you gorge whatever it in, that's the stuff where life is happening, and you take it in, and you digest it, and you learn how to overcome it, or you pivot, or you start again, you begin again. And then when you come out of that shell, you become, as you claim your natural self, you claim you become this beautiful butterfly.
because I want to jump in here and say something here. You see what happened in life. We don't change. The only creatures on this land, the only creature on this land is the caterpillar and the butterfly. They're the only one that change.
Hmm.
We as human beings evolve, and
Evolve.
every
Yes.
day we are evolving, right? So because
Yes.
a
Yes.
butterfly cannot return to a caterpillar stage, honey. Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
That butterfly is
Absolutely.
like bye. It cannot go back and crawl on the belly. So once
Yes.
we evolve, every day is a little bit going off. It's a little bit. It's a little bit. We're getting more wings. We're getting more freedom. We're getting more peace. We're getting more prosperity. We're getting more abundance. We're getting just the freedom to just go.
Yes.
And that is a
Yes.
whole concept here, because what we have to learn to do, we have to drop off limited belief. Limited belief is what kept us in a corner. Limited belief
Hmm.
is what kept us as a caterpillar while we were
Mm.
born to be butterflies,
Become next level.
to go up to the next level. And every day
Yes.
we peel off something. Hey,
Yes.
hey, we doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this.
Yes.
And once
Yes.
we
Yes.
have the surrounding support, and I said this over and over, nobody cannot succeed by themselves. Okay, nobody
No.
can succeed by
Absolutely.
themselves. So once we become this butterfly, all of a sudden you start attracting more butterflies. You start attracting more butterflies, and then all of a sudden butterflies just going everywhere. That's what
I
we
like
want to
that.
do.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I
We want to
believe
do that.
these group of women that have co-authored this book with Martha. I believe that we are beautiful butterflies. Dot, there's Kelly, there's Rhonda, there's Patricia, and there's Sonia, and of course Miss Martha. I think I've named everyone. I believe that each of us
Okay,
in our
five,
own way,
five
we
ladies.
five ladies, and then Sonia is the 14th author and in the story, and Martha is the visionary, and then the other ladies have all written their own stories. And I believe that even in the time that we've gotten to know each other, because we live all in different places, the time we've gotten to know each other, just the relationship has even grown into this beautiful thing. So I really, really thank each of them for being there. We you take on this thing in the beginning, your newness to it. Even the writing of the book is a newness, and we've all shelled and we're advancing out. Yes, Dot Wiggins, Kelly DeCosa Esty, Patricia, I know there's Rhonda Johnson, and Patricia Bonami, Sandra Pickett. Yes, 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 those are all the wonderful people who are a part of this project. The link to the ebook is in the chat. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And
Yes,
so all of
if
the
they scroll up, they could find it. I put it over there already.
Okay, okay. But all of them, I believe, as we're getting to tell our stories and share our stories. I believe, all of us probably have that same feeling of shedding some things and becoming more of the butterfly and surrounding, like you said, that was a beautiful way of saying it, of being around more butterflies, because I'm forever connected to them in sharing this space with them, and
Yeah.
this new step for me, as we progress on, and you as well. I thank you so very much. You have made this day of, um you helped me to be in the presence of it. Like I said, in that moment, it hit me when we was just getting ready, and I was like, oh, now you're gonna hit me. I mean, it did earlier with Martha, and we both said, okay, we're not gonna cry, we're not, and we kept pressing about the other things. And then the day, just kept coming and coming and coming, and I told my neighbor, I was like, look, I can't talk to you, I got to go do an interview. And she was like, for what? And I got her phone, and I was like, look. And then I left her, and I came and I told my husband, I was like, okay, I'm getting ready to get situated. And then I sat down, and you and I were getting ready, and it just hit like a,
Yeah.
I guess I had been suppressing it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I told my godmother, okay, my book is
No.
gonna, it's November 1st, is launch day. We're doing this thing, we rocking. She was like, what? She's
No.
like, you seem so, my husband told me this morning, why are you acting weird? But
Because I'm
and,
in the
and I
labor delivery.
I
In
understand
labor
that now.
delivery. Yes, that's why.
I understand that now, and I
You're in labor
am very
delivery.
grateful. I'm very
Yes.
grateful for this moment. I
And
know
when
that we're going over a little bit, but I'm very grateful.
that's okay.
I'm
That's
very
listen.
grateful.
We you don't worry about that. When you're in labor delivery,
Okay.
and all the nurses and doctors like we're checking up on you to see what's going on. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, yeah. Labor and
Thank you
delivery,
so
honey.
very much.
Because
Thank you, thank
we
you, thank you.
and it hit. It's going to hit that. Oh, I just gave birth. But what will hit? What is going to hit you more? The reality will hit when you have a hard copy in your hand and you
It's
start turning
coming.
the pages and you're like, "Ooh, that's me. Ooh, that's my name. Oh, wait a minute. That's my name. That's my name." Honey, you are going to see the reality. You're going to go to sleep. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get back up. You're going to go to sleep. You're going to wake back up. You're like, oh, wait a minute now, honey. That book says my name. Yeah, it is your name. You're going to go to a whole emotional roller coaster business thingy. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
you're going to go
Well,
through
I
it.
do
And that's
ask. I
okay.
That's okay. Okay. I'm glad I'm preparing for this. I
You're
do ask
okay.
that
That's
if
why we're here. That's why we're here. Listen,
you're here. Okay.
listen.
Got it. Thank you.
When we evolve, we are touching wings with another
Mm,
butterfly.
mm,
Okay, we are touching
mm.
wings. When we are spread it out, we are touching wings with another butterfly. We got to get this. Okay, we got to come to a place where we are mindful that when we are evolving, we are not just evolving because we want to go on a flower or on a tree or some. When we evolve as butterfly, we are touching wings with another butterfly. Okay,
Gotcha.
and a butterfly
Okay.
don't you don't normally see a butterfly just stuck up in a tree or something. A butterfly
Mm,
is very gentle. It goes like on a little flower, go on the back of your hand. I'll go. So
mhm.
you are in a tender moment. You're in the butterfly moment, and you are becoming a part of the clan, the butterfly clan. You know what I'm saying? You're becoming a part of it. So when you're becoming a
Yeah.
part of it, you're like, "Ooh, I'm not sure. Ooh, wait a minute. No, girl, I see your wing. I see you flapping. I don't know what color. You got a nice little color right there. Yeah. I see you
Oh,
coming. Yes. So we as
gotcha.
butterfly, we welcome you in the space. We welcome
Thank
you
you.
because I encourage each and every one of you here
Mhm.
that you must come to a place of reality. Okay. I want to encourage everyone that's watching this, whether you're going to be watching the live or you're watching the replay. I want to let you know that you got to come to a place of reality. You got to be mindful that reality is saying who God said you are, not what society says. We got to come to a place where we acknowledge all our emotions, all our flaws, our failures, our faults, and take them into consideration because that is what make us who we are.
Mhm.
And we gotta evolve into our authentic self, because when we evolve into our authentic self, then we are considered that natural woman or that natural man.
Gotcha.
If we are not
Absolutely.
evolving our authentic self, honey, we are not. We fake. We fake. We fake.
Mhm. Mhm.
You see, some people say, "Oh, I'm a natural woman by the hair, by the makeup, the nails." So many people, and you describe natural woman somewhere along the line, because that was my question about to ask you, but you answer it. How do you
Mhm.
describe somebody that says that they are a natural woman?
Mhm.
When we are natural, we accepting who God says we are.
Yeah.
Who God says we are, that's it. God created us in our naturally beautiful self. So whether we want to put
Mhm.
on eyelashes, whether we want to put on hair, whether we want to put on makeup, whether we want to put on nails, whatever we want to do, God is
Mhm.
saying, give me your natural self. And
Yes.
that is from the inside. That is not from this. This is not
Yes.
our natural state. This is not it.
Yeah.
Our
Absolutely.
natural place is from the inside. And when we're operating on hard
Mhm.
space, not this, because we could do all this stuff. We could do all of this. Mm?
Mhm.
But that's not
Mhm.
it. When we are operating naturally from God saying, operate from your heart space, where I naturally put in you greatness, I naturally put in you kindness, I naturally put in you love, peace, togetherness. I naturally put that inside of you. So operate naturally from in there. Then we will see what a natural woman or man is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is where
Absolutely.
we got to see.
Absolutely.
That is how
Absolutely.
we gotta understand what it is to be natural. This is not it.
Oh no, 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 no. And
Okay?
it has nothing,
It
it
got
has to
nothing to
do
do with
all with
our
on the
natural with
inside.
this. With our features here.
All on the inside.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it has
It's
to be on
the
the
inside.
inside.
And I often tell my audience, operate from your inside. Make sure that your
Yeah.
inside is, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it is on the natural.
I heard you encouraged to drink water and you
Drink
encouraged to
your
do good
water,
things.
cleanse up your
Yes,
inside, and purify your mind. Because there's
yes,
a
and we
conversation between the mind and
definitely
the heart. And when we clear the
yes,
mind, declutter the mind,
yes,
the heart will operate in accordance. Because
yes, yes,
inside of the
yes.
heart, only speak
Mhm.
truth.
Yeah,
Only
I
truth
believe
lies
that.
here.
Yeah. Yes.
But here,
Yes.
here,
Yes, yes.
here doing a whole bunch of stuff going on in the mind. Uh-huh. A lot of
Yes.
stuff going on. A lot of
And
stuff
that's
going on.
the that is exactly I believe that and I do want to make note of this as far as like when in the book we kind of use the five elements of as a source of kind of just taking it back to earth, taking it back to the
Yes.
natural, taking it back to the natural things, the natural elements of life. Because we've become so techie that we forget that even in that they
Yeah.
need the natural elements for technology to
Yes.
work. But the other part of it is that one of the things I heard you say while I was waiting back was when you encourage you, it's like whatever you do, whatever you drink, whatever you do is get you some water. Why? Because water takes and purifies
Detox the
and
system.
gets you to those things. And then you said take a deep breath. And then you said you mentioned a lot of the things that we do we that how in our stories we talk about um the elements and how they, whatever areas it was in our stories, but you spoke a lot about those things and just it being what the natural presence of it is. You talked about us taking a deep breath before we got into this. You talked about us drinking water. You
Yeah.
talked about us taking a moment and being present and
Yeah.
being mindful. You talked about all of those natural things, and it just and I was listening to you. I was trying to get myself together, of course. I was listening to you and how you know how it presented itself in a way where that is what our stories, each of our stories tell something different, but it
Yes.
all comes back to an alignment of being the thing on the inside and not on the outside, and those things that we the resources that we use from the earth and how those things applied, how some things a house that burns down is gone, but it doesn't take away the home that the family had. You
Right,
get what I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
those type of how nature happens, but what happens to that other thing? Because the thing that was on the inside, yes, thank God the people got out, but it was what was on the inside of their heart. And
Yes,
so I definitely want to thank you so very much for this opportunity. I would like if the audience if they do go to Amazon to the link that you've posted, that if they don't mind reading the Kindle and sharing it, but also giving leaving a review for us
yes,
on
please.
Amazon. And we also have, I know that I as we've shared it, the link where they can join our book club group on Facebook. I believe I sent you that link as well, Martha. If you can whip it up, because I can't get to it right now. But the Facebook group where it's our book club where events will be taking place in there and keeping updates of other things that will transpire with the book. I am so excited that we connected in the group that we connected in to make this thing happen.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for you sharing and allowing me to share this space and share um the birth of this book. My first baby,
Yes.
I think when I get off the phone, I mean, when I get off, I'm gonna have to go outside and just run around and scream a little bit. I think I I need to do that
Whatever
because
you
I
want to
do.
do, that's the moment. It's yours. It's yours. It's like, hey,
I
I got a new baby. Hello.
Yes,
Blast it all over the place. Like, I got a new baby. Some people didn't know that you were pregnant. Let me tell you that right now. Some people didn't know you were pregnant. And that is it.
yeah,
Sometimes God have to hide us. Sometimes God have to hide
yeah,
us in your conception. God have like, hey, I'm going to have to hide you. I'm going to have to hide you. No, you gave birth to a baby. Like, oh, where you got a baby from? I didn't know
yeah.
you were pregnant. Good. I didn't want you to know I was pregnant
Mhm,
because
mhm.
everybody didn't mean good for you. Everybody don't mean good.
Well, I
Understand?
am very
Understand?
grateful.
Understand?
Very grateful
The,
to
the
be
link, the link,
birthing.
people, the link is in the comments in the chat again. I put it up there again. Please click that link, whether you got paid today or not. Click that link. It is a form of support. Let me tell you, I
Thank
say
you.
this, and I cannot say this enough. When we support each other, we will grow better. When we support each other, no matter what we do, we cannot succeed by ourselves. We gotta support each other so we could replenish the earth. The earth is calling for us to replenish it. The earth is not saying for you to go over here and you over there. The earth is saying for us to come together. When you decide, hey, I got a gift. Martha is saying, hey, I can help you. Come together. Here you go. You got a baby. I got a
Yes,
gift. I
yes.
got a story. There goes that. That's like, let's come together. You collaborate, and collaborating is a form of support. When we
Yes.
collaborate, we work together and say, hey, I can do something, you can do something, let's work together. Let me help you deliver this baby. Let me help you
Thank you.
feed this baby. Let me help you give the baby
Thank
a little nutrients up in here, right? That is how we collaborate. And when you collaborate like that, that is the reason why you can come here right now. I'm like, hey, come to the safe space. This is like the recovery room. Don't you worry about
Mhm,
it. Come on in
mhm.
here and let us cheer you on. Let us celebrate you. That is why this platform was created. This
Thank
platform
you.
was created as a vision to say, come as a space, a safe space to like, hey, come on in there. We celebrate you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We like, hey, this is what we do.
I thank you. I
That's
thank you,
how
thank you,
the
thank
space was
you.
created.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank you. And again, like I said, I am natural woman, claiming every part of me, including today. Today being the day that our baby, my baby, our baby, Dot's baby, Martha's baby, Patricia's baby, Sonia's baby, Rhonda's baby, Kelly's baby is live on Amazon. And if you don't mind supporting us in that way, and please leave a review for us. And
Please.
the paperback is coming out. We're launching November the 1st, and I am so honored that I had the pleasure of being in this space with you and sharing this with with our visionary and one of the co-authors. I'm so glad we were in this space with you. You have made this so much fun. You have made this such a moment. you have made helped me to in this month because when we got in that hot second moment, I was like, "Ooh, I might not be able to do this," and you said,
Oh, yes, you
"Nope,
can. I don't believe it.
nope, fan yourself. I'm gonna fan you virtually." I thank you. I
Please
thank you.
subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please, I thank you for your
Yes,
support. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and just hit the notification bell as we go along.
yes, and
Thank
if
you,
you
darling.
ever,
I'm Queen
yes,
Martha, darling.
yes,
Yes. Thank you. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so we could keep in supporting each other. That's why we're here. So I have my fanning the new mama. Yes, indeed. And oh, that Wiggins, you are mama too. So listen, the fan is for you. Yeah, right here.
we're also as all of
Thank
this
you, Mercy.
unfold, we are looking for writers for the anthology part two, May of 2024. We are looking for authors that are
Yeah,
interested in telling their story. I Am Natural Woman Part Two anthology. So I definitely want to stay connected to you. We will, make sure and we will be supporting you. I Am Natural Woman 2024. We are looking for authors that are people that are interested in telling their stories, writing, as well. So, and the other way, I also said that we have a book club, that we are going to be sharing wonderful opportunities and great things, and even more as our baby evolves, as we evolve as a group of women that have come together and put this and birthed this baby. I am so glad that you have joined us on this journey. I am
yeah.
so glad that you are a beacon of a light, of a bright light, that I am very appreciative for this opportunity. Thank you so very much. I can't say it enough because
She just saying thank you for all of y'all. Okay, all of y'all out there, all the co-authors. She's saying thanks for. She's saying thanks on
yes,
behalf of all of y'all. Yes, indeed. And listen, it is my pleasure. It is my pleasure to serve. I was born as that vessel to serve. It is my pleasure to solely come on in and welcome you into the space to serve you. And whatever way I can serve you, I will serve you because that is my purpose here on this earth. And there's no other way I could say it. That is my heart. That anyone who been here will know that that is Verona. You are going to see me serving you somewhere. You're going to see me show up somewhere. You're going to see me popping up somewhere like, hey, I'm over here. And whatever way, I could like, hey, excuse me, beg your pardon. I got information for you. Let's do this. I am that person where I tell you that whatever information I have, I cannot keep information to myself. So where information is for everyone, and whatever information, I'm a magnet to information, honey. I'm a magnet to information. So wherever I get information that I know is going to benefit you or even your co-authors, I am going to drop in some DM. I'm going to like, hey, you're going to
thank
get
you.
sick and tired of me sending some DM like, hey, just to let y'all know, the godmother is here. Just to let y'all know, I see a little bow to put in your baby's head. Uh-huh. Just to let you
Thank
know,
you.
I see
Thank you.
a little shiny shoe over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to jump right up in your DM like, excuse me, just to let y'all know. Mm-hmm. Just to let y'all know, I got information for you. So that is how we do. That is what we got to understand, that when we think of, who said that? Doc said that. When we start thinking about the elements of this earth, fire and water, and what is it? You got fire? Okay, you got water? Okay, what are you going to do with the fire? And what are you going to do with water? What are you going to do with air? What are you going to do with water? We got to
In
operate
space.
on this level. Understand?
Yeah.
We got to raise this level. And that is my whole purpose, that we got to raise the level of consciousness for people to be conscious, that when we are conscious, we got to understand that we are not doing anything individually,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Everything that we do is going to affect the space.
Mhm.
It's going to affect the space around us. So we have to be very mindful of the very things that we are doing. That when we are doing it, it's saying, I'm going to magnetize the next butterfly. I am going to
Mm.
magnetize the next bird. I am magnetizing the wings. So what? We can put our wings together like, girl, I got you. We're in this. We're rolling.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
We're
Thank
rolling.
you.
Like there's
Thank you.
no going back. It's simple, no going back. And when there's a space to cry, hey, come on in up in here. I send you virtual tissue, no problem. We're going to be up in here. We're going to cry together. We're going to grow together because that is it. I want to celebrate everybody who went in the visionary. Martha, the visionary for this. I want to celebrate you, sis. I want to celebrate you because you got a vision. And a visionary is somebody who get a vision, but when the vision is too big for that person, they got to call for help.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Yes.
how
I
this works.
understand that.
A
Yeah.
visionary is someone that gets the vision, and you're like, God, excuse me, excuse me, this too big for me. My little self can't manage that big thing, and your vision start expanding, and because the vision start expanding, you got to call in for help. Like, I need some backup here.
Yes.
It's my vision, but I need some little team workers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need people to
Yes.
come on in up in here and help a sister carry this vision because a sister can't carry this vision if it's too big.
And that's
So
definitely who Martha is.
you know
Martha
what I'm saying? So she
is
got the
definitely a
vision. She got the
visionary.
vision. But she like,
She got the
excuse me.
vision.
She's like, excuse me, God, you
Yeah.
want me to carry this big vision? Like,
Yeah.
nah, I ain't telling you to carry no big vision by yourself. I'm saying that I gave it to you, but you got to branch out. You got to wave your little wings. You know what I'm saying? You got to wave your butterfly wing like, hey, up in here, up in here. Come on up in this nest. Right? Come on up in this nest. And when we come on up in this, thank you, thank you, thank you. And when we come on up into this nest, we work together. And that is the mindfulness that we got to come in, that togetherness simple mean. Just like this right here. I subscribe to your channel.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And this is what I'm saying to your audience. Just click the link that I put in the chat and just go to Amazon. It's not a rocket science. It's not a rocket science. Supporting each other is not rocket science. Supporting each other is very simple. And I don't know why people are making this so difficult. It is not a difficult task. It is not a difficult task. And when we hear supporting, like, oh, you got to buy something. No, you don't got to buy nothing. You just got to show up. And when you show up, you're supporting like, girl, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. When you acknowledge the fact that somebody is there, the fact that you're acknowledging somebody, that's support.
Yeah.
That is support.
It is.
I see your book. Okay, girl, I see your book. That's okay. Don't you worry, because let me tell you, when I finish this, I'm going to click this link and I'm going to paste this link somewhere else when I finish this show here tonight. I'm just going to let you know I'm playing.
Gotcha.
That link won't be clicking somewhere. It's going to be floating somewhere. It's like, hello, this is your first day. We would like for you to go on over to Amazon and support the book. It is not rocket science. It is $0.00. Good. I said that. Now, listen. How did you feel at the beginning of this process? Because you work with beautiful sisters going on and y'all evolve out of your butterfly, your caterpillar stage, and you're just like, hey, I see my little wing coming on, and my wing coming on. Give me your first, how did you feel at the first initial of this process?
Scared. I was scared. And so much so I was scared, and I probably was, I was going to tell Martha no. When she gave me a couple of days to
think about it. Just think about
it. And I was going to call her and tell her no. She did. It was really, really smooth how she kind of did it. She was like, well, Chandra, this is what we're going to do. And I'm like, in my mind, I said, well, God, I was going to tell her no. I guess I'm not saying no. And so I was scared. Because one, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't know anything. I was scared.
Right.
I was scared. Period. That was it. I was scared.
And it's
fear. Okay. And fear was running through my head like, oh, this and oh, that. And it was like when Martha called, when we had that follow-up phone call to respond to her asking me, honestly, she really didn't make room for me to say no, because how she showed up, there really was no room to say no. It was yes. And how, it wasn't even yes or no. It was like, okay, what's the next step? How do I do this? And so she she made it really, really easy after that. Even though I was there was still levels of fear, she made it very easy to do the next thing, to go to the next step, to the how she showed me how, you know, and the how wasn't like rocket science, like you said. She was very transparent with me, and she was, and then when we met as a group, we probably all were just like, okay, we're doing this. um and then she gave us what the little things that we needed, um to guide us into the conversation that we were all having individually, but about the same topic. So, I just have to say that fear had set in between, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 days, from where Martha and I talked about it, and we, went through the first thing. It was maybe 3 or 4 days, and I was gonna say, well, you know what, I'm not gonna do this right now. And she didn't present me with, are you in or are you out? She presented me with, let's do it like this.
Yes. Sometimes we need a different option. And sometimes we need options, and sometimes all we need is somebody to just to click our light. Flicker a little light like, hey.
Yes,
Because the
yes,
whole thing is we want to be great impact. We want to make great impact on this world. And sometimes
yes,
all we need is another person to see that greatness in us and ignite our light. So what? We
yes,
can just go out and be this whole galaxy like, oh my God, where all these butterflies came from? Ah, because somebody
yes,
saw me.
yes, yes,
God sees you. God saw you. God saw Martha. God saw Dot. God saw all of you co-authors. God saw you and said, hey, how about this? Um, y'all are gonna get together.
hmm
It doesn't matter where you are, I'm gonna put y'all together.
hmm
And what happened? We want to create that impact on this earth. That
hmm
they're like, oh my God, where these people came from? Where these butterflies? Well, where all these butterflies? All of a sudden, all these butterflies. Yes, because guess what happened? Now we are now aware of who we are to be naturally us. We are now
hmm
embracing our natural sense. We are now embracing who we were naturally created to be, and that is great impact on this earth. We are created as supporter. We were created as a team. God did not create only one person.
No, he did not.
And that's
Absolutely
the reason
not.
why we got to get this concept that God did not just create one person. God, He started out with one, and one plus one equals two.
True. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
He just kept going. It's like, but let me tell you, anywhere energy goes is where energy gonna grow.
Mm, mm,
Uh-huh.
mm, mm,
Anywhere
mm,
energy goes, energy is gonna grow.
mm-hmm,
So when we start thinking of growth, we gonna know where we gonna think. Okay, we gonna
mm-hmm.
know where we
Yeah,
gonna think. And when we
yeah.
start telling ourselves that we are fearful, what is happening to us? We start judging first ourselves,
Ourselves. Mm-hmm.
and then we
hmm
start thinking about others' opinion of us.
Yeah,
That's where fear
yeah.
is. Fear
That's
is
what
saying
fear
that
is.
somebody's gonna talk about me.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
somebody's
yeah.
going to look at me. That's what fear is. But let me
That's
tell
what
you
fear
something,
is.
sis. Let me tell you something, sis. You are going to put on, because I like to tell people that there's something that you got to wear. It's called a coat of confidence.
I definitely I started I dusted her off and picked her up, and the more that the more let's say the more I
Yes.
showed up, the
Yes.
less the fear, was in present. The more, like, because she didn't give me the opportunity to say no,
Yep.
she presented it differently. It really wasn't an option. The way when we had that next call, there was no option of no. It was just an option of how. And then we proceeded in that way. It put my mind in a place that was like, okay, how we gonna make this happen? Because I am a person that's about solutions. I am a
Yes.
person that, but in that moment, I, it's not as if I have not been presented with the opportunity before, or knowing that I told you in the beginning that I've always known I was supposed to write 7 books. One of the books I did not know the title to.
Oh, the title is always the last. For me, titles come
But
last.
the other 6, I have the titles. I have the titles. But the one I didn't. And for that to be the first book that comes out, I Am a Natural Woman, it helped to tear down
The rest.
anything that was stepping in the way of
That's
me
right.
doing the other 6.
That's right. There
It
you
was
go.
the first step. The
So
first
you're
step
making room.
was
Making room.
is making room. And then it also, what it did is like it ignited that other thing that happened, that was like, as I walked through, because I wasn't walking through this alone. I'm
Right.
walking through this with a group of wonderful women, and all of us bring something different in who we are individually and collectively, whatever it is, but I'm walking through it with them. So w- the fear was even minimized like 1,000 more times,
There you go.
because I'm not alone.
There you
I'm
go.
not alone. But
And
I'm doing
oftentimes,
it. What
yeah,
I had to go to my alone place and do the writing and do but how I came out, because we had check-ins and all of that. The commonality was the how the elements, we had those things, and we had communication where we, what something looked like and how something was, or how Martha brought us together, and to help us each birth whatever our story was. And then I know, if you needed her, Martha was there. Like, there's been a couple of times where I've maybe sent something to Martha, email her, or she sent me something, and both of us were up. Now she's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, so that's a 3-hour time difference. But what it spoke to was the commonality,
yeah,
the how that connecting, and that even helped to remove even additional barriers that sometimes we didn't even know that we had within,
right.
that I didn't know I had within myself. Um, I am a person who, is confident about what I do and who I am, but I'm also a person that in this stage where I am, I'm 52, my husband and I are empty nesters, and our nest is in Indiana. We're here in Arizona.
Hey, listen, I'm coming. I'm coming to Arizona. They're like, hey, I'm over here.
So, it's like there's so much newness, and then there's levels, there's so many other things that it was just kind of like, ooh, okay, I could do this. I got, you know what I'm saying? How you can, because in the past it might have been, I got these, I got my grandbaby, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, but
Yeah,
I don't have those things here. It's my husband and myself, and the new life that we're creating for ourselves here in Arizona. So one of the things that he and I both had agreed upon is that if we're here, why are we here? Because one, I'm here because of him, and then the second reason, I'm here because God told me to be here. That's it.
there you go.
So the last part of it is like, if we're here, what are we going to do? There's so much opportunity to do so many new things, and this was one of the things that it gave room to. You know what I'm saying? It gave space to. So the fear was there, but along the way, the fear began
Believe
to
me, fear's
shrink.
gonna be there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Look, it probably at 1 o'clock, at 12:01 in the morning, November 1st, there's gonna be a whole new level of
Oh,
fear
they're
by
gonna
the
have a
end
whole
of the
family.
it's gonna be a whole
Really
little
hope the
package.
whole family gonna like. Oh, excuse me, we gotta go to our house now. They're gonna be right
but
at your door.
I'm going to be. I know this for a fact. I know this for one thing. One, I'm going to be okay, and
Of
it is going to
course.
be even better on the other side of it, because I do understand the release. I understand giving birth. I gave birth to 3 kids.
There you
My
go.
grandson, my grandson, I didn't give birth to him, but honey, he is all
It's
granny
all
baby.
from you in the same loin.
Yes.
Same
and
loin.
and this and the birthing my business, that was one thing, because
There
I
you
still
go.
feel like she's still, but this right here, this is a
A
different
book
birthing,
is a
and
whole different
this
story.
this is, yes, so
Yeah,
there
for
is a
some, yeah,
lot.
a book
Yes,
is a whole different level, honey. It gives you a
yes,
whole different vibes, a whole different energy, a whole different frequency. It is a whole different world. I'm
yes, yes,
trying to
yes.
tell you that when this book, when the paperback comes out, what you're going to do, because that happened to me, because
Hmm.
I like to share my story. What I had to do, I had to take the book every single day and put it on my table. I put it on my table.
Hmm.
So every single time I go to eat, That book is looking right
Oh,
at me, and I'm like, why my name is over there? Oh, that's my name. Oh, wait a minute, that's me, girl, that's me. So that's what I had to do every day. I had to build strategic way to get over some stuff. I had to build strategic way to get over denial. Like, oh, girl, no, girl, you did that.
gotcha.
Yeah. So you got to build strategic way over all these little fear stuff. You're like, ah, girl, that's you. Yeah, that's me. So every day I watch that book on my table. Like, I'm not eating unless this book is sitting in front of me. Every time I eat, I'm like,
Mm,
ooh, look up. Ooh, girl, that's you. Okay, let me turn the page a little bit. Ooh, girl, you wrote that? Yes. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself.
I
Talk to
do.
yourself. I don't care what nobody
I
says. Don't
do.
listen to nobody.
I
Talk to
do.
yourself, honey. Talk to yourself, because when you talk to yourself, you're talking to your inner man. You're talking to your inner man. I'm like, girl, that's you right there. Ooh, girl, you wrote that? Ooh, girl. Girl, go ahead with your bad self. Go ahead with your bad self. High five myself. So
Gotcha.
let me tell you something.
Okay.
When the next couple of days, when your paperback comes out and feels like knocking on your door, like, oh, come on in, don't worry about it, come on in, because when you get here, there's no seat. There's no seat. I'm saying there's no
Yeah.
seat for you.
There's no seat.
You
There's
can
no
come
seat.
on in. I ain't gonna tell you no. I ain't gonna tell you no. Just like Queen Martha didn't tell you no. Sis didn't say no to you, but you're not gonna tell no. No, fear is a part of your emotions. Fear is a part of your
Mm-hmm.
emotion, and fear coming like, nope. Guess what? Come on with me, but at the end of the day, I'm the boss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm the boss up in here, up in here. You think? No. I'm not alone. And that's what happens. So many times we convince ourselves that we are alone. And when we do that, that is where we fall down in the crack and stay down in the crack. We don't fall down in the crack and start spring up as a rose. No, we fall in the crack and we stay in the crack because we convince ourselves that we are alone. But let me tell you something, audience. I'm going to tell you, sis, that you are never, ever, ever at no point alone.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're never alone. And that's what happened
Yeah.
when the butterfly is trying to come out of the caterpillar. So many people look down on that butterfly wing popping out and like, ooh, what an ugly caterpillar. But guess what? A butterfly coming. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let my wings start springing up. Leave me alone. Let my wings start coming up, because by the time I come out of that caterpillar, you ain't gonna see the caterpillar no more that you call ugly, that you put down and say you can't make it, you can't rise, you can't do this. That same caterpillar, you gonna see the butterfly that's gonna come out of that caterpillar. You're gonna like, ooh, that was it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you only see the caterpillar, honey. You only see the caterpillar. You didn't see the butterfly. You didn't see the butterfly.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But only
Absolutely.
God saw that. God saw that butterfly, and God's like, or when they talk to you, or when they try to put you down, don't you worry. Don't you worry. You are a butterfly. We gonna work this out together. And that's how that works. So,
Yeah.
Lord of mercy, I don't know how. I'm so excited. Where's my little? I'm so excited. I tried to tell you. I come up
Thank
in here
you.
all the time because my two little hands can't do all the clapping. I come in here all the time to say, listen, this is my little celebration. Clap, clap.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, that
Yeah.
when we got something good to celebrate, when we got some great achievement, I'm like, come on in, let me celebrate you. I like to celebrate it. I love it. I
Okay.
want to celebrate each and every one of you, everyone that showed up here tonight. I want to celebrate everyone that showed up here tonight, because I want to ask you one last question. But I want to
Hmm.
celebrate, before I ask you that one last question, I want to celebrate every single person that got joined onto this vision. This vision from our dear sister Martha over there. She had a vision, and I want to celebrate everyone who jump in and they support this vision. Okay? Because
Yes.
a visionary sees the vision, and a visionary needs help. And when you come in and you support the vision, is because guess what? The vision wasn't given to you, but you saw where you can contribute to the vision. So I
Hmm.
want to celebrate each and every one of you individually as well as collectively, knowing that
Okay.
this baby is going to make room for more babies, and that's all I'm saying. More babies come, more babies come. So,
Okay.
listen. Tell your husband, honey, I'm pregnant again. I'm pregnant again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You like you give birth and you're pregnant again. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, I'm pregnant again. Is that what? Yeah, I'm pregnant again, honey. Don't you worry. We gonna make this, because just
Okay.
what? we got support. We got to support. You know what I'm saying? They say a village raises
Yes.
it takes a village to raise a child. Tell your
Yes.
husband, honey, we got a village. The
Absolutely.
children
Thank you.
all grown up, but we got a village, honey. We got a village. We got this. So I
Yes.
want to celebrate each and every one of you individually and collectively. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge the fact that when we evolve, we are evolving not only for ourselves, but we are evolving for an entire community. And we are not only doing that as a community, when we evolve, we're evolving for generations to come.
Yes.
So I want to
Yes.
take a moment for you to absorb that when you evolve, when you acknowledge the fact that hey, that little girl or that young mother, that broken girl, that broken one, that one that got put to the corner, that one that went in timeout, when you took the time to acknowledge that little girl and you evolve, just know that you are evolving for generations to come. That when you're so far gone, they're going to see your footprint, they're going to see your handprint, and they're going to see your heartprint. So keep on evolving, sis. Keep on evolving, knowing that generation going to remember who you are.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you. Thank you so
And with
much. I
that said, I
appreciate it.
wanna and this goes for all of y'all right here. Evolve for generations. Okay, I want to say this to each and every one of you that's tuning in. Evolve for generations to come. Our hearts and our hands and our feet, they make path. They make path along the way. And we want someone to follow our path. Not to be like us because nobody can be like me. I don't want nobody to be like me and I don't want to be like nobody else. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I'm trying to go through life very easy. I don't want to be like nobody else. I am naturally me. Okay, I don't want to
Mhm.
be like nobody else. So create path that generations to come will see those paths, will see those prints and follow them. Learn a lesson or two. Okay, so go
Mhm.
on with yourself and create your path. Don't forget to be positive in everything. Tap into your naturally self. Go back. If you don't know who you are, it is a struggle to find out who we are. You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle.
Yeah.
The struggle is real, finding out who we really are. But I'm going to encourage each and every one of you. Seek to find out who you really are and live in that natural state of mind. Not the natural food we eat, not the natural outside appearance, but seek to find out naturally of who you are. And when you
Yeah.
do that, live it. Live it to the greatest extent there is.
Mhm.
Don't only be alive, but live. Don't only be alive. Live a life. And when you live a life naturally, you will see that your purpose here on earth will be fulfilled. Our
Yes.
purpose are not fulfilled when we are not living our natural in our natural state. So how to be
Absolutely.
naturally you is for you to seek who you naturally was created to be.
To
So
be.
with that said, I want to ask you one final question as we pause on this session. What is the message that you really want your readers to get from this book?
I would like for them to to get from this book is that each of us have been created individually, but naturally our purpose is within. It's not on the outside. And who we are is not defined by all of the things that come to us, but it's more defined about what's within us. And that is within us has to come out. Be it good, bad, or indifferent, you have to go through it to become more of who you truly are. And who you truly are is who God already said you were. And in this book, it helps you to find our stories. We hope help you find your voice or claim yourself, claim that most natural part of who you are. It was when each of us decided to look within ourselves to become the best person that we are on the outside. And that's it.
I ain't got nothing else to add to that. I got nothing else to add to that. The only thing I'm going to say, audience, from my heart to yours, I say live and don't only be alive.
Yes.
Sis, I want to celebrate you. I
Thank you.
really want to celebrate your courage.
Thank you.
I want to celebrate your strength. I want to celebrate your how you evolve and how you
Thank
continue to evolve. I want to
thank you.
celebrate you showing up here today into this
Thank,
space, being
thank you.
vulnerable, and
Thank you.
yet knowing that you are going to be okay. I want to
Thank you.
celebrate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Audience, thank you for being here as a support. Thank you for standing as a support in this space. This space is for you. This space is saying, come on in and share in this space. Come on in and be a support on this platform. This platform was created from my heart space. This platform was given to me as a vision for you. I only stand as a vessel. So I ask each and every one of you, when you show up here, just remember you are not showing up for yourself. You are showing up for your family, community, and generations to come. However, you plan to support either myself or my guest, it doesn't matter. The fact is, just support. Thank you, not from my lips, but from my heart. I say thank you for being here as a support, not only to the platform, but as a support to this new baby that we have here. I am natural woman. Ah, I love it. I could feel it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. As we say, ta-da. Bye for now. We see you on the next go around, whenever that is. We hope to see you here. You got a last word, or that's it?
Thank you, Verona, for this opportunity, and thank you for all of your supporters. And we look forward to seeing you in our book club. And if you go on Amazon and get the book, and just leave a review for us, we really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
November
We'll
1st,
talk November
November
1st because guess what? I'm going to
1st.
announce it on my show. Listen, let me see
Oh,
November.
thank you.
November 1st, I'm at to make announcement over here. So subscribe, hit the notification bell when I go make an announcement. Y'all know what I'm announcing. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, y'all. We see you on the next
Goodbye.
go around. And again, look it. Go get that bookie over there. And Amazon is on ebook. It is right here. If you don't remember what it looked like, this is what it is. Look at this cover. This cover is bad. Wait a minute. Before I go, who did this cover?
It was Martha's concept. That was pre me.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Martha.
saying this cover is bad. This bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
Yeah, that's Martha. I know Martha said, I can't remember. I think it was Martha. Martha in collaboration with someone else, but definitely it was Martha. She had a vision of how she wanted it to look, and
Bad to the
that
bone.
that is it. Yeah,
All right.
that is it.
Bad to the bone. All right, audience, we leaving you. We say, see you on the next go around. Bye. Oh, it's her birthday, November 1st. And this week.